What's goody fellas, and welcome back to
Crowe's Stupid Experiments.
So today we're going to rock with the cornerback position. Another one I've been waiting for quite a bit. I'm not really sure how it's going to go in terms of interceptions and things like that, but I do have a theory. We're going to be running a 4-3, which means there's as little cornerbacks out there as possible. Our pass defense is up to 75 and substitutions drop down to 15. Today we'll be rocking with LSU and Miami of Ohio, and both cornerbacks are 6'3", 180-pound freshmen. And obviously they are 99 across the board, otherwise this wouldn't make a lot of sense, would it? We have tackles, TFLs, assisted tackles, sacks, picks, defensive touchdowns, you name it, we've got it here. I'm going to be looking primarily for interceptions today, maybe even getting a block or a safety or something cool like that. If I want to take one thing away from today's experiment, I want something cool to happen, something out of the ordinary. So without further ado, let's start out with our two cornerbacks and see what kind of results we get in season 1. And that is not a good start. We have a finalist for the Heisman. Okay, we have actually a lot of finalists for a lot of things. And we are ranked 4 on a 9-3 record. I did see that we lost to Alabama. We didn't make the conference championship. I do want to have a look at the team stats just to see if how good was our defense? What was our turnover differential, for example? Okay, we won the MAC. That's awesome news. Test Tube won the Chug Benderic. So that's 1 award. We won the Jim Thorpe as well. So that's 2 awards. Let us have a look. We are currently 15th in the nation on turnover differential with +7. Our pass defense was 110th. So I don't really know what to make of that, considering we emphasized stopping the pass. It looks like yet again, team stats are not gonna tell the whole story here. Miami of Ohio Test Tube had 8 interceptions. Okay, that spoils that a little bit. Obviously, LSU didn't break any records, but that's okay. Oh, and you look at that, we were 4th and 5th in the nation, respectively. We had 23 tackles, 14 assisted. We had 3 sacks. That's not bad for a cornerback. 7 interceptions, 14 pass deflections, forced 5 fumbles, recovered 1 of those. Doesn't say anything about defensive touchdowns or anything, which is a little bit weird, but we did win the Benderic and the Thorpe on top of that. 28 tackles altogether. No sacks, but we had 8 picks. We did have a defensive touchdown. That's one thing to note. So at least 1 pick 6. We also picked up 20 pass deflections, forced 3 fumbles. So these cornerbacks are really out here smacking people though. That's good. That's what we want to see. Thing is with LSU is that Derek Stingley currently still plays on these rosters. Maybe our cornerback gets a little bit more shine. I'm not really sure. Wow, look at these transfers. Imagine. So there goes Derek Stingley, projected at round 1. LSU got significantly weaker because he's freshmen. I mean, you want these guys to stick around though. I can't promise them things because it drops their morale and stuff. So my heart is no longer here, coach. You know how it is. Well, not really, because I'm staying. What do you mean? My heart is here though. What do we got? Anybody? The Wake Forest quarterback is there. There we go. Okay, only 2 cornerbacks make it to the All-NCAA first team, and both of them are our players respectively. So Test Tube LSU put on a little bit of weight, 1 pound to be exact. But that is perfect. Both of them had what, 7 and 8 picks in season 1. However, let's flip over to Miami of Ohio, because I reckon they're probably down for a bit of a breakout year. B- defense this early into the Dynasty is pretty insane. Starting out with a dub. I'm calling it, man. We're going to be in the top 10 by the end of this season. We even beat Michigan. That is everything you need to know right there. Since he would be the last. Oh my, I'm telling you. This video is brought to you by HelloFresh. HelloFresh makes eating easy, healthy, even with a busy schedule. Being a sucker for a great burger, one of the meals I ordered was the sweet chili chicken burgers, which being fresh chicken breast gave me the protein I needed for the gym, as well as being absolutely delicious. HelloFresh cuts out the BS meal planning so you can enjoy cooking and getting food on the plate within 30 minutes. Best part is, after a busy day, I don't have the stress of wondering what to eat, which I'm sure all of you can relate to. Besides the amazing variety, it's very flexible. I can add or subtract meals if I know I'll be out for the night. With diet being super crucial, I throw in extra proteins, and they can accommodate you or your entire family with larger box sizes for more servings and more saving. I really enjoy cooking, but these days I struggle to find the time. But now with HelloFresh, my love of cooking has come back full force. Head to HelloFresh.com and use code CROW16 for 16 free meals across 7 boxes and 3 free gifts. Again, that's code CROW16 in all caps for 16 free meals across 7 boxes and 3 free gifts. Thanks again to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. So I'm pretty sure that we just went undefeated right there. We also are signing some people. We did go undefeated. Okay, so we're 12-0 right now. Let's advance to the next part, which is another dub, of course, 13-0. We had Michigan, Syracuse, Cincy on the road as well. LSU was ranked 4 as well on a 10-2 record, interestingly enough. Wow, we could have potentially seen both of our players going up against one another. Test Tube Miami had the Jim Thorpe Award, very nice. We, of course, won Coach of the Year, to be expected. Funny thing is, if I were to do a 14 playoff, our 2 teams would go up against each other. We even beat TCU. There goes another interception record. He broke his own record, so he had 8 in his first one. We just broke the career one right there as well. We won the Sugar Bowl, which is super weird. Finishing a rank 2, LSU must have lost there, so they dropped down to 8. Tackles, none of our players are there. Sacks, none of them are there, obviously. Okay, here we go. So LSU stayed around that 7 mark, whereas Miami jumped up to 11. Absolutely balling out. So for comparison, we had less tackles, 1.5 sacks compared to 3, same amount of interceptions being 7, 2 defensive touchdowns though, so 2 pick sixes this year, 12 pass deflections, 3 forced fumbles. Okay, this is looking a little bit more respectable. So a 99 overall cornerback, just having that on your team is going to produce significant results even just on the sim. Flipping over to Miami though real quick. More tackles. We had 2 sacks. Of course, the 11 interceptions. 4 defensive touchdowns. So 4 of those were pick 6. 21 deflections, a forced fumble, 2 fumble recoveries. Okay, Miami of Ohio is balling out right now. This is ridiculous. I wonder if we can get 15 interceptions in a season. Because how many did we had 11. So I'm aiming essentially then more interceptions than games we play, you know, so averaging like 1.2 interceptions per game. That would be my goal. I think that's more RNG than anything, but we'll find out. We still got 2 more years to go. Okay, we got a brand new defensive coordinator. A lot of people graduating this year though, which is unfortunate. As if you would want to transfer after the season we just had. 2 people declaring for LSU. Obviously, I'm going to bring them both back. We need them. We need to have a good season with LSU. It has to happen. Okay, let's see. Okay, Miami of Ohio is ranked 19th to start out. Let's, of course, get a look at these preseason All-Americans. I wonder who's not going to be there first though. We have our quarterback, our tight end is now there, which is crazy, and both cornerbacks again. Neither one of them letting up. In fact, LSU is getting the start, technically speaking. So we are B pluses across the board. Our defense stays at an 88, but our offense boosts up to 91. We are a 90 overall. I'll keep in mind, I gotta add these coach things as well. Can't forget about that. Very, very important. Gonna boost our defense significantly. We already have all of the coaching ones maxed out already because they're way faster than normal, funnily enough. Our DC though, check us out. Justin Wilcox, he's level 32, which means he has to be a head coach in real life to be level 32. Head football coach at Cal. Nice, okay. I love that. I always love when coaches move around and things like that. We are 99, 99, 97. Okay, so LSU is ready to ball out as well. Okay, 6-6 record is not good at all. 11-1. Okay, I think we might just watch Miami of Ohio from here on out because this is bad. It's just depressing watching LSU. Okay, we won the Jim Thorpe again. It started off with LSU winning all the records and now it is the complete and utter opposite. For some reason though, if we were to lose one game, we just can't be in first. And it's brutal because our schedule is typically so hard. Most good teams have like a tune-up game against somebody. We have like 4 tune-up games a season. Any more records to add to it? The unfortunate thing is as well, I think everybody else is a senior. Pretty sure next year we won't have nowhere near as good of a team. We were first in the nation on passing yards. Okay. Tackling, nothing there. Sacks, nothing there. Interceptions, we had 8. No sign of LSU. Hold on. That's ridiculous. What if I were to change over to LSU though? Would that maybe give us a 50th? With only 3, that is not good though. I don't know what happened. Injuries are off, so there's no excuse. We went in every single week with a 99 team and just did nothing. Around the same amount of tackles. We had 0 sacks that season, 3 picks, no touchdowns. We did have 18 pass deflections, which was a career high, but forced no fumbles, only recovered 1. A very, very bad year, and we have not won an award since the freshman season. Whereas Miami, a little bit down on tackles. We had no sacks, but we had 8 interceptions. Again, super consistent. 2 pick sixes, 14 pass deflections, 4 forced fumbles, which was a career high. Can we get a safety or a block? We are more accomplished than LSU. That's crazy. The good news is at least our cornerbacks are sticking around for their senior season. We did lose a lot of people though. At least we will have our 91 overall, probably going to be around a 95, honestly, overall tight end still at Miami. So we might have got a brand new defensive coordinator again. Is it the same guy? It's now Todd Graham, who is, I'm learning head coaches' names by running these experiments. He was most recently the head football coach at the University of Hawaii. No way, we're actually ahead of them to start the season. That is something I never thought that I would see right there. What about overall? The 99, 99, 97. We're the exact same as we were last year. I need a bowl game because I need a thumbnail. So I need LSU to at least win 6. You know what? I'm not going to allow myself to be negative. We're just going to go with Miami this year because they always seem to win. B plus A and B, which is weird, which means our defense fell off quite a bit. Well, the 87, that's not bad. 95 offense. This is probably the best we've been. Alrighty, Coach of the Year finalist. Again, we go 11-1, but we lose the conference championship. NIU probably would have been around the same overall, if not better than us. So really not surprised there. You go 8. LSU goes 6-6. Are you freaking kidding me, man? Any more records to finish out at least? Come on, give us something to work with. There we go. We broke our own record, which is lovely. Yeah, I'm starting to think that LSU was a trap. He had 3 picks. Then again, I do not see Miami of Ohio there either. Still gonna assume that he had better overall stats, so we'll save him for last. Overall, in 4 years, we had 83 tackles, 34 TFLs, 153 assisted, only 4.5 sacks, which came in the first 2 seasons, 20 interceptions, so we fell off. 2 defensive touchdowns. We did have 52 deflections, which was nice. 10 forced fumbles, 4 recoveries, and nothing too crazy to show for it. Our only 2 awards came in the first year. As for our other contestant though, let us check it out though. 102 tackles, 34 TFLs, 138 assisted. We have 5.5 sacks. We only had 2 picks that whole season, but both of them were at least pick sixes. So 19 pass deflections, so 29 picks, 2 forced fumbles, which gave us a grand total of 7, 6 fumble recoveries. It might have been more beneficial to be in a lesser conference. I'm starting to learn that very quickly. And now that I think about it, it does make sense. Either way, that is going to wrap up our cornerbacks. Let me know what position you'd like to do next. Remember, tomorrow will be a double upload, of course. But for now, fellas, if you made it this far into the video, then you are the real MVP. Hope the rest of your day is awesome, and from me personally, I'm out.
Sometimes I wonder, can I breathe right underwater? Sometimes I wonder, can I speak in outer space? Sometimes I wonder, can I call upon the thunder? Sometimes I wonder,